Good morning. It's the 30th of March, 2026. I'm Reg Knight, and this is your Monday morning motivation. Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1970. In his first years in the league, well, to put it bluntly, they sucked. He was almost replaced in his third year by Joe Gilliam after he had had an injury, but Pittsburgh coach Chuck Noll stuck with him, and the talk culminated in a success that had never been seen in the NFL at that point because Terry went on to win 4 Super Bowls before his retirement in 1979. Now, Terry, in interviews, had talked about that early break-in period, is that he had a coach that was overbearing. Pittsburgh fans are merciless when you don't do a good job. And the kid from Louisiana was having a hard time dealing with the harsh realities of adult life. He became despondent, withdrawn, even argumentative with his teammates. And then he discovered the one secret in life that propelled him to success. See, what Terry learned to do is to manage his expectations, not in himself, but in other people. You see, when you are on that road to victory, success, however you want to call it, it's not going to be like when you were in grade school and you brought home your paper with an A on it and mom, served you a scoop of ice cream or a piece of cake. You're not going to have dad pat you on the back and tell you what a great job you did. In fact, a lot of people, when they see that you are moving toward higher realms, are going to do the opposite. They're going to remind you of all the things that you did back in the day. And isn't this the same guy from Nazareth? And now he's changing water into wine. You get what I'm saying? You have to expect that people are not going to cheer you on when you're doing the right thing, but you have to do it anyway. You have to find that intrinsic value in what you are doing to propel you to higher levels of success. In my life, I have done all those things that you shouldn't do. you know, People pleaser and wondering what people are going to say if I do this or I do that. And at some point, I can't tell you when, I just decided, screw it, it didn't matter. As long as I was doing my absolute best on a daily basis, that I wasn't stealing from anyone, that I wasn't lying on them, I wasn't cheating. As long as I was doing that, I could be satisfied before I put my head down on my pillow at the end of the day that I was getting the best out of Reg that could possibly be. Now, of course, some days are better than others, but you can't worry about how people perceive your effort. Only you know if you're doing 100%. In fact, when my sons were growing up and they would bring their report cards to me, and sometimes they were not what I would like them to be, I would ask them one question. If you can look me in the eye and tell me that you did your absolute best, then it's okay. You'll do better next time. More often than not, they were honest and said, well, yeah, I could have done this and I could have done that. And see, that is a measure of growth that some adults don't even get. So on this Monday morning motivation, I encourage you to manage your expectations. Not of yourself. You want to achieve the highest standards of excellence possible. But for other people, even those close to you, they may know of you, but they don't know what's within you. Only you know that. So go on out and be the best person you can be. I hope you have a great Holy Week. And 9 million plus for No Kings Day, which is another record. So we should all be proud of that. It's the 30th of March, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Have a fantastic day.